Hello, my name is Christina McEleney and I am the Coordinator of Alcohol and Drug Education and Training for the Northwest region. I am employed by Donegal Education and Training Board and my position is funded by Northwest Regional Drug and Alcohol Task Force. So I design and deliver training and education for the whole Northwest region of Sligo, Leitrim and Donegal. So what do I do as part of my day job? So I write a lot of training in the area of alcohol and drugs. It's an absolutely fascinating and completely interesting field to work in. So what type of courses do I deliver? So I would deliver things like community addiction studies, and within that particular program we would be looking at the theories of addiction, we'd be looking at the family and the impact of addiction on the family, we'd be looking at the media and addiction, gambling, drug types, harms and effects. A really interesting and short level 5 course. Then what I do then is I deliver a lot of training to all of the professionals that come into contact with alcohol and drugs as part of their work. And some of those types of training would be very short training, maybe an hour long, an hour and a half long, 3 hours, or maybe 2 days or 1 day long. I tailor training for different communities, different groups and different organisations and professions. So some of the courses that I would deliver would be cocaine and the risks with cocaine, synthetic, recreational and medicinal cannabis, whatever information you might need to know about that. I also teach motivational interviewing, which is an absolutely fabulous intervention and a beautiful way of working with people that want to make any changes in their life. And it is an evidence-based intervention that works very well in a lot of spheres, not just in the alcohol and drug sphere, but it's now kind of infiltrated into, compliance with medication, health behaviours, diet, all of those type of things, where it really looks at the psychology around the motivation that comes from within. And we understand that motivation comes from within for any health behaviour change, not from outside of the person. I sometimes go into schools and I might talk about vaping, energy drinks, cannabis, and then for the senior level, they'll be coming into contact over the next year or two, with different drugs when they go away to 3rd level and stuff like that. I look at the hidden harm, problem, parental drug use. I also teach group facilitation. And very interestingly, the whole area of new psychoactive substances. And that's all the new chemical compounds that have been developed over the years. It's a whole new sphere of drugs. They mimic what the traditional drugs would have done, but they are complete chemical compounds and we really do not know what's in them. Nobody knows what's in them until they're taken to a lab and broken down. So I do some teaching on gambling during the community addiction studies too, because addiction isn't just always about substances. There are process addictions as well, such as internet addiction, gambling addiction, phone addiction, all of those type of things. So it's a whole gambit, a whole arrangement of different types of courses, and most particularly I love it when I'm actually asked to design specific training for specific cohorts. Like recently being asked to design something around the impact of prescription drugs on parenting and the mix of prescription drugs along with alcohol and the potential impact there. And then for the education sector, being asked to design something about alcohol and drugs and the impact of motivation and learning. So I love designing, I love writing courses, I love getting stuck into kind of providing the training that people are actually looking for. So I would have a training calendar every single year that people can just sign up from any cohort at all. And then I design and deliver specific pieces of training. I also connect up with the HSE, the Alcohol Forum, the National Addiction Training Programme. And with that, there's always the development of 3rd level courses and teaching on 3rd level courses as well. So a lot of training requests actually come through Northwest Regional Drug and Alcohol Task Force as well. Part of my work has been involved in different committees and organisations and keeping abreast of everything that's going on and being very well versed in all of the different disciplines and the impact that alcohol and drugs has on their jobs and what they're actually dealing with as well. So I have a lot to keep up to speed with as well. You can contact me in a number of ways. You can call my mobile and that's 087 93 69 312, or you can email me, and my email address is Christina McEleney @donegaletb.ie, and you can also get in contact with Northwest Regional Drug and Alcohol Task Force, who pass on any requests for training directly to me.